approach. They gave you the wrong frequency, 125.9er. Southwest 424, descend now, maintain 8,000, then reduce speed to 170. Southwest 656, reduce speed to 210. Richard. Southwest 656, let me know if you get traffic in sight 12 o'clock, 5 miles northwest on American Airbus at 6,500, just approaching Larry. 66, I think I cut you off. You said you do have traffic in sight? The 656, just let me know if you get traffic in sight 12 o'clock and 5 miles over Larry at American Airbus 6,500. Other 572 Las Vegas Pro Charger. Post 424, say again. Post 424, we can reduce speed now to 170, then descend and maintain 5,500. American 1401, maintain 170 knots or greater until 5 mile final. Contact tower, 119.9. Yeah. 656, thank you. You can follow them, follow American. Still clear visual approach to runway 26 left, maintain 210 knots. Southwest 656, reduce speed to 170, maintain that to 5 mile final. Southwest 572 at 8,000, reduce speed to 170. Southwest 656, thanks for the help today. Contact the tower, 119.9. Left 276 Las Vegas approach record. Southwest 572 on the speed, descend and maintain 5,500. Southwest 424, turn left heading 350. Mooney 201 Romeo Golf, turn left heading 280, vectors for North Las Vegas. November 356 X-ray, turn right heading 200. Southwest 424, descend and maintain 5,000, Mc-Carran's 9 o'clock and 12 miles. 424, clear visual approach, runway 26 left. Southwest 424, contact the tower, 119.9. Alaska 276, set to maintain 5,500. Southwest 572, turn left heading 350. Southwest 572 to set to maintain 5,000. Traffic to follow 10 o'clock. 4 miles westbound, company 4,200. Southwest 572, follow your company, cleared visual approach, runway 26 left. Southwest 572, maintain 170 knots, 5 mile final, contact the tower, 119.9. Alaska 276, turn left heading 350. Polaris 966, Las Vegas approach, expect the ILS, runway 26 left. Region 96, Las Vegas approach, Roger. Alaska 276, trying to maintain 5,000. Mc-Carran's 9 o'clock, 10 miles, reporting site. Alaska 276, clear visual approach, runway 26 left. November 356 X-ray, VFR descent at your discretion. I'll have on navigation for you as soon as I get you south of the Mc-Carran final. Southwest 1152, Las Vegas approach, expect runway 26 left. Polaris 966, turn left direct to Preno, intercept the localizer. Polaris 966, descend and maintain 8,000. Alaska 276, contact the tower, 119.9. November 356 X-ray, can you resume your own navigation to Boulder City, just no further right than your current heading.
Connected to PilotEdge.
Well, I'm Allegiant 96, set to maintain 5,500. Southwest 1152, turn left heading 170, to set to maintain 8,000. Vectors for sequence. Polaris 966, 12 miles from Prino, cross Prino at 8,000. Cleared ILS, runway 26 left approach. Polaris 966, maintain 210 knots or greater. Big Trip 201 miles, approach, expect left traffic, runway 1 enter right. Mooney 201 Romeo Golf, contact Nellis Control 135.1. Southwest 152, descend and maintain 8,000.
Place looks like an amusement park. I love the trees that they put in here, and all the signs are cool. David Copperfield. Noel, hi. Yeah, this is my new Las Vegas that I bought last week, I think. Have you seen this one with the night lighting? Have you seen it with night lighting? Not yet? Okay. Here, that's really cool. You're gonna like this. All right. How about that? Now you have, yep. Thanks for the subscribe. Much appreciate that. Love to fly by. Yeah, yeah, this is awesome airport. We are doing Allegiant virtual today. This is Las Vegas, so we're gonna have to figure out fuel calculations and so on and so forth. So let's come over here. We are doing, like I said, Allegiant virtual. So this is one of the airlines I'm with. Now let's grab ATIS real quick. Let's see which way Vegas is taking off. Departing runways. 19er left is the one I'm going to want, I believe. For Allegiant, because I'm parked right here, so 19er left. So if we're taking off 19er left, we file the perfume 4. So I'm going to copy and paste that out. Niner left, 8 arrival, that looks fine. 114.29 Allegiant 383 LEX to Phoenix. Grab our fuel calculations and such. Alright, block fuel. I just like to do it this way. So we'll round that up to 55 for fuel. I know SimBrief will do this for you, but I've done it this way forever. 12,125. So that's fine. Cost index 100. Zero fuel weight for 114 passengers is 128.7. So 58,377 is our zero fuel weight. 58,377. 128,700. That's right. So 58,377 plus the fuel, which is 5,500, is a takeoff weight of 63,877, which is cool because my maximum landing weight is 65, so we're actually taking off lighter than my maximum landing weight, allowable weight for landing. So we'll be pretty light. So that's our takeoff weight. That will apply in a little bit. Get our D-ATIS real quick. So current with November with an altimeter of 97. 87 November, and that's for 19er left. And Phoenix is arriving on 8. I'm going to plan 8. So we're going to file IFR. All that looks fine, so we'll file that away. IFR is on file. So we're using this one. Oh. Yeah. Oh no, I loaded the wrong scenery, I think. Yeah, I did. Dang it. This is going to Phoenix. I'm gonna have to start over because I have custom scenery for Phoenix. So
disconnected.
yeah, I'm gonna restart the sim because I want my Phoenix. I loaded Albuquerque by mistake. So I need to fix that. Hang on 1 second. I have too many sceneries. So take 2 seconds. All right. So we can finish our planning. Well, that's already filed. So new flight, everything should be the same. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. And I'm at B25, so we'll load that. I think B25. Yeah. All right. Well, that's not going to show online because so I'm going to have to sign back online here in a little bit. Anyway, that's the LAS ATIS. So we will be, let me see, bring that here. And I'm probably going to fly, let me see. Um, 7 right. Yeah, plan 7 right. So it's probably an R and P. Actually, that'd probably be an ILS. Yeah, I can do an ILS 7 right from Bruiser. Okay, and then Perfume for the Vegas. So we're going to be parked here. Hey, Slideways, what's up, buddy? This camera's messed up. Had to restart the sim and loaded in the wrong scenery, but we're good. We will be good, rather. I think I made a good PC combo. Oh, cool. What'd you get? Most importantly, which processor and card did you end up with, and what speed RAM? Because that makes a difference too within an XMP, a good XMP profile there. Okay. Ryzen 7 2700X, maybe RTX 2060 Super. Oh, so you haven't gotten it yet. You're just looking up what you like. This is your final deal, I guess. Nick, what's up, bud? How are you today? 16 gigs of RAM, 32. Yeah, see, that's the same speed I have, I think. Um, it's 32, yeah. But you have to go into the XMP to make it 3200. I got the same thing. I have, wait, um, 32 gigs. Yeah, that's right. I have 32 gigs of RAM, so it's all you need. And my CPU is barely chugging along here. GPU is a 1080. So with Vulkan, it will be even better. Let me switch to the game mode here real quick.
Connected to PilotEdge.
But yeah, sideways, that'll do you just fine. Man, this is loud. Get in here. Nick says, you're working on the NGXU trying to get it to work. What is that? And I think it would be a nice combo. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had a Ryzen, so I have no personal experience with that card. But as long as you've done the research that, forums or whatever, to know that processor is a good choice for the gamut of games. If you play a lot of games, then from what I understand, Ryzen's are super good medium. But what is the single core speed uh, ranking for that processor? Do you know where that ranks? Oh, the PMDG 730. Okay, I don't have that. Just because with Microsoft Flight Simulator coming out, I don't want to buy anything X-Plane, but I thought about buying that. It seems like a fun plane. Let's go to Sam. Get the gate coming over here. Get our peeps. But if I can look up I should be able to look up that processor for you. I'll show you what it looks like, or where it would stand out. Let's see if I can find my link for benchmark. Um, so looking on here, it comes with a cooler. Oh, that's good. You definitely want liquid cooled. I have just a cheap liquid cooler, but it works really well. I'll have to see. Actually, it might be on my Twitch description here. Let me see what it says. Go to my about, and I probably put it in my PC specs. Liquid cooled. Oh, EVGA AIO. It's all in one. 240 millimeter fan, liquid cooler. EVGA. That's the one that I use. So I think it's probably about. I don't even know. Um, so the people say it's great. Oh, that's all that matters. I mean, as long as you have good reviews. What is it? Ryzen 7 2700. See, this is why I always push Intel, because this is the benchmark, right? So these are the top of the line, fastest CPUs. So Intel is always top of the line. I have an i7-90, so this is mine. See, single core speed, it's one of the top. And then you go into well, here's a Ryzen. So you're looking at Ryzen 7 2700. Uh, Ryzen 7 27. Yours looks like it's pretty far down. I, that's Intel. Anyway, this is what I used to pick out. Here we go. Ryzen AMD 7, AMD Ryzen 7 2700X. Well, that's an E. But you can see that the single core processor speed for this is, you know, number whatever this is, it's got that much above it. So these are all the processors that are faster single core speed processors than the one you're looking at getting. So just something to think about that. Here's you can use this because this is exactly what I used to build my computer, at least for CPU. Comes with a cooler. Oh, it's an air cooler. People say it's great. Um, for I'll come back to that. But with the Ryzen 7 and RTX 2060 Super, I think the bottleneck is 392. Yeah, but okay, well the RTX is a new, like kind of a newer card, where that Ryzen 7 is what, 2 years old probably at this point. I don't know, man. I'm not an IT guy. Um, this is the first computer I ever built. I just did a ton of YouTube, and I used YouTube and those benchmark websites to help me pick out the ones. But I mean, I don't really know other than what those charts, and of course, you know, the performance that I get with my computer is pretty good. Um, but from what I understand, single core processor speed is paramount. It is the most important aspect from what I understand. Other CPUs are higher. Well, cost, yeah. Let me see what you wrote there. Oh, it's a bottleneck calculator. That's kind of cool. I see where you're going with that. That's kind of nifty. What I would do though, before you spend any money, is first off, Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to be released in like a week and a half, right? So check this system, this the system you want to get. Check it with the system requirements for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and with and in the X-Plane forums, and that might help with you know, the more research, the better, really. And if you can go with liquid cooled, I highly recommend it. They're not that expensive, the all-in-ones, and it keeps my processor at like super cool. Where is it at? I have this. So these are my GPU. I use EVGA. I love EVGA I just have always. So my CPU temperature is 40 Celsius with a all-in-one cooler. So just something to think about.
Walker 169, I'm unable. And we're going to have a lower for you in about 10 miles as well to give you...
I say the fuel was 5.5.
Stream going into LA.
Get the fuel started. That's up. Let's get our lights turned on. Open up the window. See, this is kind of cool that they added the picture of the gate. That's neat. I don't know if I'm going to get it though. You don't know if you're going to get Microsoft Flight Simulator? I bet you will. So plan as if you will with the your computer parts, because you know if you hear all this good stuff about it, you might be wanting to get it. If it's not today, maybe 6-7 months down the line, you might say, hey, will my computer run it? So if you answer that question now, you know what I mean? Because if everybody is like, this is the best sim ever, then you may want to get it. So if you're going to spend money to upgrade, you might as well make sure it's going to work on a sim that's fixing to be released in a week and a half. You got a 1K budget. That's pretty good. You should be able to get something to work both with medium. Matter of fact, that system will probably run better on the Microsoft Flight Simulator than X-Plane actually. That's just a thought. I don't know. I have no idea if it will or not. No idea. All right, where's my checklist? Here we go. Batteries are on. Got all that going. Got my IRSs going. Let's get tracking going.
Forward tower easing, correction, good morning, TBM 385 Alpha, going 9 miles to the north with Romeo to land full stop.
Of course.
Uber 385 Alpha, Echo, forward in tower, right base, runway 24, report 3 miles north. Right base, runway 24, report 3 miles north, TBM 5 Alpha.
Cambria Tower, experimental 1-5, Papa Romeo, short Alpha, short C6 Alpha, ready for takeoff.
All right, where's my password?
1-5 Papa Romeo, Cambria Tower, straight out, or correction, runway 26, cleared for takeoff, and wind variable 5.
26, cleared for takeoff, 1-5 Papa Romeo.
I hate it when for some reason Navigraph is making me sign in like almost every other time now. I should just get the password on my desk here or something, because I have to figure out where I hit it. Is it Navigraph? Yeah, okay. Email. I don't think I need email. See, this works. Good day. Blotman? How do you say your name? But how you, man? How are you? We're going to be doing some flying here in a little bit. Still getting things fired up. Do D8 2.
Departure, experimental 1-5 Papa
ATIS. There we go. D8, and then we can go, and the fuel that we're getting is 55. We are flying with, what am I flying with? 114 passengers. And calculator. So the zero fuel weight, according to SimBrief, is 58,377. So we'll subtract what we have here, 51,820, plus the 1,000 I left in cargo, so that comes out to 7,557. So that matches SimBrief, at least it should, for 58.4. So 58.4. Let me get this overlay.
I'm not going to assign you a VFR altitude negative. I'll put on there 5,500 as your requested altitude. And stand by. Thank you. Good on standby. TDM 5 Alpha, Echo 3 Alpha.
Alright.
5 Alpha, Echo runway
PilotEdge.
clear to land, wind variable at 4. 24 clear land, TDM 5 Alpha.
Scratch pad, so it's going to be 0 fuel weight 58.4 and 27.9er. So I need this number, 58.4 and 27.9. Which I got that. And get this overlay working for you guys. Alright, so now we got the overlay up. And the plane is center of gravity. That's pretty good. Alright.
Number 5 Papa Romeo, stay on this heading. Contact LA Center on 135.5 with your heading assignment.
But slideways, I think with that setup, bud, I think you'll be fine. But still check the not recommended, the minimum system requirements for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Just see if that will work with that rig that you're fixing to get. Oh, you're leaving? Oh, sorry, man. All right. You tired? I don't blame you. I'm tired too. Catch you next time, bud. All right. Got that going.
November 15 Papa Romeo, LA Center, Roger, climb and maintain 16,000, reaching 10,000, clear directed Gorman, VOR.
So we've got 19 quarts of oil in each engine. Hydro fluid is full. Check the batteries, so we'll turn off the batteries. Make sure that they charge. So we'll turn it back on. You'll get the arrows. So the batteries are charging. We'll get the APU going. And we'll get the environment going. Well, that's kicking on. Traffic Global's pretty busy right now. It's cool, the road goes underneath. We'll check our bleeds.
Number 5 Alpha, Echo taxi to the ramp via Alpha, and have a good day. Alpha, Alpha.
Cross feeds coming on, then we'll check environment. Air conditioning is on. APU generators available, so we can disconnect external power running off the APU, so we'll remove the ground power unit. Flight plan is already on file, so now we need to set up the GPS position. Elevation 2181. I'm going to need that for the altimeter check. 2181 airport. We are at B25 right here. So B25 is his bottom GPS. So the Eric is current. Go to init and LAS to PHX Phoenix. Allegiant 383. It is AAY, right? Yeah. And then 100. Position in it, so 3650. So the bottom one GPS is correct. And it's close to the airport. So we need to match it with this gate. So 1591. So that was actually right on the money. So 1591 matches the gate. So we're going to go with the top one, so line on ref. And then in it. And then we need the tropa. And to get the pronounced Black Diamond. Oh, thanks for clearing that up. I'm probably still saying it wrong, but that's right. Tropa. That's it changes with where you are in the world and everything. So I used the top climb for this. And the tropa is 493. So we'll put that here. Ground temperature is 35. That matches the SAT 35. GPS is primary. I'm going to monitor guard on COM 2 and we'll get our D ATIS.
Check. Loud and clear.
Alright, browser D ATIS for Las Vegas.
Ground. FedEx 793 heavy, like to push onto Charlie.
FedEx 793
So
heavy.
Got Oscar.
Ground. Push tail west on Charlie.
Tail west on Charlie.
Altimeter
FedEx
2995.
793 heavy, Appalachia. You can push tail west on Charlie, expect runway 15 for departure.
We'll expect 15.
2995, and they're departing on 19er left, which is what I want. Winds variable at 4. Clear. Clear means no clouds under 12,000 feet, so we're good there. It's 12,000 AGL, by the way. Otherwise 10 square miles, so definitely VFR. Temperature 37 Celsius. Nothing else to worry about, so we're current with Oscar. So we're going to grab our clearance and see what happens. So the altimeter is 95. And Las Vegas clearance and delivery is 18.0. So we are on Las Vegas clearance by real world, using real world frequencies. Elevation 2181. Right on the money. And right on the money. Afternoon, Las Vegas clearance, Allegiant 383 with Oscar, IFR Phoenix.
Allegiant 383, Las Vegas clearance delivery. Good afternoon. Clear to the Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport via the Perfume for departure. Perfume transition minutes filed. Climb via the SID. Expect flight level 29010 minutes after departure. Squawk 6764.
clear to Phoenix via Perfume 4 departure, Perfume transition. Climb via the SID, expect flight level 290 within 10 minutes. Squawk 6764, Allegiant 383.
Allegiant 383, reroute correct.
So does anybody know why I did not get a, it's like a pop quiz, I know why, I'm just asking. And I'll tell you if you don't know, why we did not get a departure frequency with our clearance.
Los Angeles Tower, good
And
afternoon,
like I said, if
25 right, clear for takeoff.
no one knows, or
Take a
I,
35 right now, 59.
just let me know and I'll let you know why. I like teaching, so if everybody already knows why they didn't give me a frequency, then there's really no point in me saying it. But if someone would like to know why they didn't give me the frequency, I'll explain it. All right, so we are good with fuel. We're full, so we're going to turn that off. And we're going to come to our Allegiant virtual A cars, and we're going to set up for a charter flight. Las Vegas to Phoenix. 383, 114.
349 Mike is a 0 Santa Barbara. I'm aboard a half moon bay with Tango.
What is the?
Cheers, 349er Mike. Santa Barbara clearance for
11-6.
Roger, 349er Mike. Cheers, 349er Mike. Clearance request, standby.
Let's see, 11-6. It's 5261. That's the cargo in kilograms. Our altitude for cruise is 29,000.
Cheers, 349er
And
Mike.
we are
Moon Bay Airport.
doing this
On departure,
flight
fly runway
plan.
heading. Expect radar vector San Marcos to be lower than as filed. Climb maintain 3000. Expect flight level 220 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 120.55. Squawk 2046.
Chartered flight. Start. Yes. Good.
349er Mike, cleared half Moon Bay, had runway heading and radar vectors to San Marcos.
Finished the loading process. Seatbelts coming on.
120.55, squawk 2046. Series 349er Mike, reback correct. Break United 15 heavy, contact departure. Good day.
So we're gonna take off a 19 left, and we're gonna. I need to know this for my return SID. I mean, one engine out SID if I need it. So Perfume 4 will take us, and I'll brief us later. Looks like we're going to go straight south and off to the right, so our return SID would be right traffic for 19er right probably. No, 19er left. So I'll plan 19er left for an engine out SID. So 19er left for engine out. Approach. 19er left is a GPS only. Which is fine, because that has a 2640 for MDA. I'm going to need that. All right. GPS is good, so 290 for our cruise. And we are going to depart on 19er left on the Perfume 4. Don't Perfume. Ends at Perfume, so there is no transition actually. So just go no trans. So the last one should be Perfume, which it is. And then Phoenix, we're going to grab ILS 7.
Urban ground, FedEx 793 heavy, information, standby, information Oscar, on Charlie, ready for taxi. FedEx 793 heavy.
7 right.
Runway 15 taxi via Charlie Bravo, cross runway 8. 15 Charlie Bravo, cross runway 8, FedEx.
Bruiser from Watro. Watro's the stars where we're going to enter. Temporary. Get rid of the disco. All the way down. That's fine. In it, we'll grab our winds. In it, page 2, we'll punch in those weights I got from earlier. So 58.4
Series 550 Julie Golf,
and
runway 27
27.9.
Good afternoon, runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
And our fuel is 5.5. Gives us our estimated extra time and fuel on board. Our 2680 is 500 AGL. I like to go to climb thrust at 500 instead of 1,000 or 1,500. I like to blast out of here at 200 knots initially. And decision altitude. For ILS 7 right. It's probably 200, 250. It's close enough. 1640. Just knock down the first digit by 1. If it's a 1, you just make it a 0. So it's 500 AGL, 1,000 for one engine out for go around. So now I need to worry about the return SID for 19er left. So we're going to do second flight plan, copy active, left click here, back to Las Vegas. Arrival, 19er left, RNAV. Second perf, indicated by the second. MDA, 2640. And that's correct. So we've got our return SID for right traffic. Being that's right traffic, we're going to turn on the right VOR so we know it's right traffic for a if we need to come back real quick.
Good afternoon, wind 250 at 8, runway 25 clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25, Parker 169.
And now we need our takeoff perf. So we're going to update this and we'll get our perf. Like your flight preparation. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I try to be as thorough as possible and do it while I'm streaming opposed to doing it prior to my flight, so that way you guys can see all my prep work. So adds a little bit to it. Alright, we are at Vegas. I'm going to grab our weather, takeoff weight. And we're doing 19er left for departure. So 19er left is right here. So Tora is your takeoff distance available. Runway heading is 205. Get our V speeds. So 144 and 145 and flex 61. Alright, so now we'll come down here to perf and we'll dial in those perf numbers. 145 and 61. So we're good with that. case we need to come back for quick reference for 19er left. Pre-flight. This will give a continuous distance from the threshold with as well as a heading to get to the threshold of 19er left.
Series 550 Juliet Golf, John Wayne Tower.
Fuel pumps coming online.
Clip takeoff 2011, here to the Golf Center.
We're cleared to, we're going to climb via the SID. So that would be 190. That's in managed mode, so climb and nav are both blue. Control, tell all these guys to drive away.
Santa Barbara Tower, November 349 on Mike, holding short 25. Series 3499 on Mike, Santa Barbara Tower, wind 190 at 4, runway 25, quick takeoff.
Alright, so we're going to take off.
We do have a CSL sitting on the runway.
19er left
on land only.
on the Perfume 4. So RNAV fix should be our first waypoint.
Hot mic.
Fix is our first waypoint. Someone's eating.
Hot mic. Somebody's peeing.
There you go. Alright, so top altitude 190, Las Vegas departure 125.9er, so that's correct. We've divided by these altitudes. So climb via the SID means we will climb, we have got to be above 2,682 feet before we go direct to fix. We got to be below 7,000 at Roper and above 8,000 at Caesar and above flight level 200 at Caddy. Actually, yes, that's correct. And then Perfume is our final waypoint, and then we'll join the arrival, which is the Bruiser from Watro. So we have to abide by this altitude, be between these altitudes at 270 knots, as shown here. And then we'll be assigned a runway transition before Bruiser by Phoenix approach, and then we'll know I'm set up for this way. We'll do a second flight plan to land the other direction if I need to for landing at Phoenix. So otherwise we're going to plan for an ILS from
contact departure, have good flight.
Full approach from Belt,
Golf, cleared to the Montgomery Gibbs Airport.
Balti.
Beyond departure fly, runway heading.
So this fix is the one of the fixes on the approach, and then we'll take that into the airport.
Okay, clear to Montgomery Field, runway heading, then radar vectors Henner, then as filed.
So we'll land here, and then we'll taxi back to Terminal 2. This is overview, and there's no rain or weather. Weather looks pretty decent for the entire trip.
Perfect, Tower, FedEx.
Clouds are pretty good.
FedEx 793 Heavy, Burbank Tower. Good afternoon, 1140 at 7, runway 15, clear for takeoff. 15, clear for takeoff. FedEx 793 Heavy.
Alright, you'll notice the brake pressure, actuator pressure is low. So we'll turn on hydraulics. We'll see that this is connected to the yellow pump as well as the cargo door. So we'll close that cargo door. That pressurizes, so you know the yellow pressure is connected properly. So we'll close all the other doors. Get rid of the chocks. And we'll do a RAT check, the emergency generator check. Just clear out these cautions. Go ahead and lower the cabin lighting. Press and hold clear. Wipe those out. We'll do a FADEC check on the engine displays. Make sure the engine displays pop on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have closed the stop boarding door for your aircraft event. All customers must be seated with their seatbelt securely fastened. Please ensure your seat back is upright, tray table is up and locked.
Alright, we gotta make sure all of our lights work. Strikes are fine. That's for the cabin door here. All those lights are on. So turn that off.
San Luis ground, good afternoon.
Still shows open, so we'll shut the door.
November 116.
Give it a lock.
Delta requesting taxi to the active for a southwest departure, and we're doing a Cat 5.
Yes, Captain.
FedEx
We are
793,
waiting
heavy
for your
contact departure,
instruction.
Departure 793.
Ground to flight deck. All
Number
holds and hatches
1169
are
Delta,
closed.
San Luis ground
Walk
right, 29er
complete.
taxi via Alpha, provide Cat 4.
Affirm, Cat 4, my apologies.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged.
1169 Delta, runway 29er taxi via Alpha.
Alright, we are ready.
Taxi the Alpha to 29er, and can I request a midfield takeoff from Echo, please?
Skog 1169er Delta, affirmative, runway 29er taxi via Alpha. Runway
Close
29er
this.
Echo, taxi via Alpha Echo.
Close this window.
Copy your remarks, 1169er Delta.
Number 1169er Delta, I need a read back. Runway 29er at Echo, taxi via Alpha Echo.
Taxiing from the transient to via Alpha to the Echo to 29er, we'll hold short, Cessna 1169 Delta.
Thank you.
Now we need to update our fuel status, so we're at 5.3. We're going to err on the low side. So in at page 2, 5.3, update the block fuel. When we do that, it'll update our time and extra fuel. So we'll update that. That gives us the appropriate fuel management. Leave it here because this will roll to the fuel prediction page, which will give us a CG that we can use for our trim. Passengers are all on board. Do fire checks.
So connected and bypassed in and service. Release parking brake.
Squawk Charlie on this. 6764. TA RA 6764. Area behind us is clear.
Starting push start. And you may start engine.
Go to ignition,
Delta,
monitor hydraulics, engine on top, roll on 2.
Skog 1169er Delta, San Luis Tower. Make left downwind departure, runway 29er at Echo, clear for takeoff.
And 2 is climbing, yellow is being pressurized, at 20 and 2 will get light off.
Skog 69er Delta, you said southwest departure, make a left crosswind departure.
EGT is on the rise.
Sorry, I stepped on you, say again.
PTU won't kick on until we turn on the second engine, or engine number 1, I guess.
Left crosswind departure to the southwest, 1169er Delta.
Gen's available. So we'll turn on engine 1. PTU is now on. Hydraulic is fine. That's the generator that will kick on once we get
Operation complete.
to
Set
right.
parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Gen available, there it is. All is well. Engine normal, flaps 1. Alright, so you need to check oxygen, so you go to door. Got 2020 PSI, so we have plenty of O2. Turn on the cruise supply.
17 to the east, inbound for landing. 636, Bravo Mike. Bakersfield Tower.
We are facing south.
Right, it is Juliet is current.
Facing south.
36, right, and we've got Juliet 36, Bravo Mike.
O2 is now pressurized.
Right. Hand signal on the left. 30 right.
Give that a test. Trim. Come down here, we got a CG of 27.3. So 27.4 is closest, so up 0.2. Pop that in there. Roll back a little bit, up 0.2. You can also tell by the 27.3 and a fuel prediction, or CG 27.3. So you see 27.3, that's why it's 0.2. Plus you can also check here and be point up 2 as long as all of your weights are accurate here, which I know they are. Alright, we'll do a flight control check. Speed brake. Rudder. Engine. Cargo heat on. Overhead is all dark, which is what you want, except for the APU. We'll take care of that now. Taxi lights on, APU off. Pitot window heat on. Bleeds. We'll turn on our ground radar just because it's a lot of mountains and such around here. We're squawking Charlie already. Let's update our D-ATIS. So clear that, go back. I'll grab our current ATIS, which is Oscar. So that's actually the same as before, 2995. So that's set. So we're gonna come up to that ramp stand.
Santa Barbara ground, Bonanza 171 Golf, north ramp, near Julia.
Ground control is 0.1.
Bonanza 1718 Golf, Santa Barbara ground, runway 15 left, taxi via Charlie.
15 left via Charlie.
East of 19er left is 121.1, and then tower will be 1875, so I'm going to get that on already. PilotEdge uses real world frequencies no matter what.
1169er Delta, leaving my airspace, exchange approved.
Check off, take off data.
We were just about to call you. Didn't realize we
all that is fine.
For the last 40 seconds. Were you calling us earlier?
Do a cabin check.
You were just about departing my airspace at that time anyway. For exchange is approved. Have a good flight.
Good day, 1169er.
Alright. There's traffic global going crazy right there.
Cirrus 36 Bravo Mike, wind 2908, runway 30 cleared to land. 30 right.
Alright, so this is ramp stand 17. So that's all you got to call out. And we are current with Oscar. There's some issue with the... That's okay. Maybe it'll be fixed when I update it to Vulcan. So we're going to roll up here to ramp hold 17 and we'll get our taxi instruction. Stop right before this little road. And we're on the ground. We're current with Oscar and ramp stand 17. Las Vegas ground, Allegiant 383. Ramp hold 17, current with Oscar, rated taxi.
Allegiant 383, Las Vegas ground. Runway 19er left, taxi via Golf Delta.
19er left via Golf Delta, Allegiant 383. Golf Delta all the way full length. You always go full length unless otherwise instructed by ATC, or you can request an intersection if you want to take off. Like if you're flying a 172, you might not need full length, so it's perfectly fine to ask ground to request to take off from an intersection. But if that's not pre-approved beforehand, you always have to go full length. And in this case, we did all the perf data for full length. So if he gave me an intersection, I would, as long as I know I can do it, which I can because we're light, then I would just do I would just do toga on the departure.
Bonanza 1718 Golf, Santa Barbara Tower, wind 190 at 4, run 15 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 15 left, clear for takeoff, Bonanza 1718 Golf.
Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon. FedEx 3028 Heavy ILS 25 left.
FedEx 3028 Heavy Los Angeles Tower, good afternoon. Wind 250 at 9er, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land. FedEx 3028 Heavy.
Once I upgrade the Vulcan, or once Vulcan goes final, then I'll be able to use this scenery at night, but it's impossible right now. It tanks my frames on the OpenGL version by 10 FPS. Right now I'm barely holding at 20 FPS. That's with my settings lowered a little bit. Once I'm in the air, I'll readjust my reflections, but at least I can use it during the day, and then hopefully Vulcan will make actually from what I've read, Vulcan makes a huge difference. Alright, auto brake max. Takeoff config test is normal. Systems are normal. Let the crew know we're number 1. Over my headset, I got a BSS sounds package and it gets pretty loud when I take off.
MX field 36 Bravo, my flight catch on Echo. Number 36 Bravo, Mike. Taxi to the ramp via Alpha, monitor ground, 0.7. Ramp via Alpha, ground, 0.7, 36 Bravo, Mike. Bonanza, make golf, contact departure.
Departure, when I golf, see you.
Alright, 1875 for tower. So we'll hold up here at 19er left. 1875 departures 25.9er. I use a SATEC panel so you don't see the
Allegiant
standby.
383, Las Vegas Tower, good afternoon. Wind variable at 4, running 19er left, clear for takeoff.
19er left, clear for takeoff, Allegiant 383. Alright, so we're going to do landing lights on, strobes on, packs off.
Approaching 19 left.
That's not the right one. I want perfume.
FedEx 3028 Heavy, left turn to Alpha 8, taxi to the FedEx ramp via Alpha, monitor ground 121.75. Good day.
Left turn Alpha 8, left on the Alpha into the FedEx ramp, monitor ground 121.8. We'll see you soon, FedEx 3028 Heavy.
See you on the way up.
Santa Maria Tower, Cessna November 1169er with you.
All right,
1,500.
got that in. Packs
About,
are off. Engines
5 miles
50%. Make
of the
sure they
aerodrome, looking for
are
full stop.
stable. Engines are
1169er
stable.
Delta, Santa Maria Tower, good afternoon. Enter right downwind runway 30.
Takeoff power is set. Flex
Right
61.
downwind runway
SRS
30,
is alive.
1169er
Airspeed's alive. Coming up to 80 knots. Cross check. V1 is V1 and rotates 144. V1 rotate. Positive rate. Gear coming up. Hold 18 degrees.
Allegiant 383, contact departure, good day.
Over to departure, Allegiant 383, see ya. And then we'll go to climb, autopilot, departure 125.9, packs coming back on. We're climbing via the SID on the perfume. Las Vegas departure, Allegiant 383, climbing via the Perfume 4, leaving 3,500.
135.5 and 171 Golf.
Allegiant 383, Las Vegas departure, enter contact on via SID.
Climb via the SID, Allegiant 383. So we're just going to keep trucking along as with the SID so we can take off our spoilers. And at 215 knots, the flaps will retract automatically. I don't have to do anything about that.
Golf, LA Center, climb and maintain
At 220, we'll take out the rest of the flaps, which will get rid of the leading edge slats. So I'm now going to push that up. That will bring in the slats. So this first one under 7,000, so we should hold up at 7,000 at Roper. Looks like we're gonna clear it. Yeah, it's got it in there, so we're good. Gotta be above 8,000 at Caesar. Turn on the restraints so that way you can see it, plus 800. I don't have ortho for that little area. I got ortho for everything else though. But buying this Las Vegas package gave me ortho around the airport, and that's all I wanted. Because Vegas and Grand Canyon is pretty much the only ones I fly out of in this state. Alright, going that way. Let's back off traffic global a little bit. We can change our reflections now. Set settings. You can do that on the fly. On the ground, you have to have them off. That little setting gives you like 6 to 7 FPS boost. It's pretty cool. Got to be above 11,000. So we're going to hold up at 270.
November 349er Mike, contact Oakland Center 128.7.
Caddy, we got to be above flight level 200, so we'll just hold up till we get to 200 and then we'll go to managed again. Just want to make sure that we're above 200 by the time we get to Caddy. We're at 12,000, we can turn off our landing lights. Terrain, we're high enough, turn that off. Turn on the weather radar for the heck of it. And for any of you guys that might be hanging out with me this afternoon, I much appreciate it. I like to talk shop and, you know, help out where I can if you guys have questions about the ATC phraseology or airspace or approaches or anything. I'm by no means an expert, but I feel comfortable with this stuff pretty good.
Agent 383, contact LA Center 124.62.
LA Center 124.62, Allegiant 383. 24. But yeah, if you hit the follow button, then you'll be alerted when I go live. I go live pretty much Monday through Friday. 124.62. LA Center, Allegiant 383, climbing via the Perfume 4, leaving 15,800.
Allegiant 383, LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Climb maintain flight level 290, Allegiant 383. So you always give your leaving altitude and your assigned altitude. So I didn't give 190 because my last instruction was to climb via the SID. So he already knows what the SID says, which is a top altitude of 190 for flight level. So that's why I didn't say 190 because he didn't tell me to climb. I was climbing via the SID initially. So now I can disregard any altitude restrictions that might be in front of me. So let's say Caddy was you can't be any higher than flight level 200, just for argument's sake. So in that case, you would have it in managed mode with the dot. But being that LA Center said I can climb unrestricted all the way to 290, we take it out of managed and just climb to 290, so we can actually speed up a little bit, go to 300. But we do have to be above 200 by Caddy, which I'm sure we will be. Flight level 8. It's your standard. Cabin pressure is climbing. We're in the green. Lower the sound suspension. At least the engine roaring. what's the it's Bruiser 1 arrival? Okay. Have the first officer on the plan mode so I can have a good situation awareness. Shows our cruise. Let me update the winds real quick. You click to the right of any one of these waypoints and you get wind data, wind request, update insert. Then that will give you your true top climb and times. It will update all the winds that will make it practical. So 1958, and then we'll have top descent at 200, so not much of a cruise. So let's back this down to 270, and then that will 1955 to basically 200, so it'll be about a 5-minute cruise, so I'll leave it that way. I'm gonna make a note that probably don't need to go all the way up to 290. I could ask for lower, but it's better for fuel, I guess, to get up there. There's no turbulent air, so we'll go ahead and seatbelts to auto. We are leaving this star shortly. 200 was the only restriction that we would have had to worry about. So we'll just close this out. We got the Bruiser 1 arrival for an ILS 7 right.
For 171 Golf, Camarillo, altimeter 29 or 9 or 6.
Get rid of that.
9 or 6, thanks.
Okay. So, 1955. Alright, we don't need our return SID anymore, which was just basically right traffic back to 19er left. So we'll just delete that, and we'll use that second flight plan to come up with the an option to land the other way at Phoenix, because sometimes the operations of the airport will change mid-flight. So you might, like right now we're planned for 7 right approach. So let's say the winds change before we get there, and where's it at? So we would land on say 25 left. So there might be an RNAV for 25 left. Let me see what we got. So 25 right, 25 right, 26. So it'd be ILS 25 left, because there's no really other choices. Get rid of these LASs. So we got Phoenix, Airport, ruining the view. So right now we're set up to land this way, but what if you want to land this way? Well, the Star, the Bruiser 1, has transitions by runway. So you have runway 7 left, right, 8 transition. Expect ILS 7 left at Balti, or foul. But so this is for runways 7s, and then this one is for going the other way. I think it says it here somewhere. Landing 25s at Jerez, right, turn right. Wait, I think I missed something. Here we go. Bruiser to Aneti, to Zila, Debris, Coco, then on track to Jerez if you're going to go the other way, which would be this way, on track to Jerez. So I know that's the last waypoint. So to go the other way, what I do is I use the second flight plan and I make it for landing the opposite way. So the Phoenix approach will let me know prior to Bruiser to which transition he wants me to use. Now if a storm should happen to come up and ATIS has, you know, landing 25s, but then the wind is, for whatever reason, changes at the last second, even though I'm coming down this way, he can just vector me back for an ILS or something, you know. But you always go off the transition. All right, so we're coming up to our cruise. So we're going to enter in our second flight plan to go the opposite direction here. Move that out of the way. Put our TCAS on all, which is sets the radar not up, but pretty much directly in front of us. That's where it's going to pay the most attention. Do an ECAM check real quick. Pressure's good. Engine, bleed air, electric, hydro is fine. Fuel should be even, which it is. APU is off. Environment, 24 in the forward, 24 in the aft. Cargo heat's on. Let's lower the temperature. You go to flight attendant temperature. You can lower it here, or you can lower it here if you wanted, but I used the flight attendant, and that will slowly lower it. So see, it's coming down now. We got 23. It's gonna cool it off. First thing I want to do is enter in our arrival information. So let's go to D-ATIS for Phoenix. So KPHX. And we got uniform with an altimeter of 2988.
Allegiant 383, contact Albuquerque Center 134.32.
Albuquerque Center 134.32, Allegiant 383. See ya. Alright, over to Albuquerque, leaving the ZLA.
To Alpha approved.
Totally different controller now. I'll get that weather here in a moment. Albuquerque Center, Allegiant 383, flight level 290.
Allegiant 383, Albuquerque Center, descend via the Bruiser 1 arrival, Phoenix landing east.
Descend via the Bruiser 1 arrival, landing east transition, Allegiant 383. Alright, so that's what we have set. So we're good to go to descend on the east transition, which is the 7s. But I'm still going to show you how to do it, so we need this weather information anyway. Summary, scratch pad. So we got
Number 732 Tango Golf, Seattle Center.
altimeter's 29.
Lucid altimeter is
88.
3003. Let me know when you have the weather and the airport site.
Temperature's 41. Wind is calm. So 360
turn right heading
at 0, and they are arriving on the 7s. Make sure there's nothing else that we need to worry about. ILS 7 right, ILS 8 in approach in use. So we use that. Everything else is fine. Clear it.
Number 374 Echo Delta, Albuquerque ground, runway 3, taxi via Golf
I'll
Charlie
update that in a little bit. It's loading in scenery. So, coming up to our top of descent, let me punch this in real quick. So, I said it was 2988. And the temperature's 41 Celsius. I'm going to leave the wind alone.
Parking north or south side?
South side, Allegiant 383.
Allegiant 383, roger. Expect runway 7 right.
Plan 7 right, Allegiant 383. Which is what I have. Okay.
Texan 20, do you have a request?
So, we're going to come to second flight plan. We're going to copy what we got.
An approach request.
And we're going to change it to, what is that? 25 left.
Roger.
And don't worry about the transition. Just back that up. And then when you go to second flight plan, you can delete those any position, and then it starts at mailer. So you could actually delete mailer and then bruiser. So if it was to change on us before we got to bruiser, then this flight plan would take over.
Climb and maintain 3000, expect flight level 19010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6.
The lowest I can go right now is 6,000, so we're going to lower this to 6,000. And then we'll have to let them know we're leaving 290. So anyway, this would come down Bruiser, Anetti, Zila, Breeze, so on and so forth.
7375, Quebec, readback is correct. Just call back short of the runway first line, ready to go.
All the way down to Jerez, which
Texan
is correct.
20, descend to maintain 4000.
So then you would go to your second perf, and you would punch in all this information for that runway if you're going to use it, which would be 25 left.
0 Tango Bravo, contact Denver Center 120.47. 120.47, 0 Tango Bravo.
Albuquerque Center, Allegiant 383, I've left 290.
Allegiant 383, roger.
You always got to let them know when you have left your last assigned runway by the rules there. Alright, so we got our ATIS. We're on our way down. I'll let the crew know. Need to make a note to not fly this high again. It's kind of a waste. Unless the winds are crazy lower. Update that to say 270 for my next flight out of here.
Center, roger. Cross Trule at 17,000, azimuth altimeter 3031. Cross Trule at 17,000.
Set TCAS for all below. So that will give us any traffic that is climbing in our direction. That will certainly help. Approach frequencies. Can usually find a good guess on the chart. So he's got D-ATIS, that's why I don't listen to the broadcast, although you can. I'll dial it in so you guys can hear what the ATIS sounds like. 12757. I'm going to get a little closer, I'll turn that on. Airport elevation 1135, that should match auto land, or at least within 75 feet. 1120, 1135, so it's right on the money. Cabin pressure is dropping. And where's the approach?
GPS 185 heavy, runway 16 left, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 16
Let's
right at Alpha.
do an approach, ILS 7 right. 128.65. So they might use it, they might not. Only ones you have to really know is the tower. So we're going to land on 7 right, so we're going to plan for 120.9 for tower. And we're parking on the south end, so we'll use that one as well.
So if I go back to time, it's 2003, release for departure. Clearance is wide, definite off within 10 minutes.
And the other thing I need to check is the ILS for this. So 110.75, so you go to RadNav. 110.75.078.
Tango Golf's got the weather at
So that is correct. And the perf, the wind was 360 at 0.
2 Tango Golf, roger.
Don't need an MDA, 250 for this one, which is shown right here. So that's radar, that's AGL above the airport, that's MSL. So that would be your MDA, so you could use either or I guess both. But I don't know, 13, let's see what happens. Yeah, it's either or, so we're gonna go with the ground radar.
Center 2 Tango Golf, I'd like to start a VFR descent to 8.5, please. 2 Tango Golf for your VFR, you can altitude is at your discretion unless otherwise noted.
7 right.
Roger, just giving you a heads up.
So we got 270 knots between flight level 190 and 250 at Mailer. So we're slowing down to 270. We're a little bit high, so we're going to add in some speed brake. That'll get us back on the glide path down, or not glide path, but the profile, vertical profile. Once the green dot is back in the middle, then we can take out the brake. Take out the air brake. Not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's a few clouds actually. I take that back. 12,000. Scattered at 15 and a few at 33. And those are all AGL above the actual airport, not MSL. So when you look at a meter, the meter always gives the cloud layers above ground, not what your altimeter says. So if it shows 050, that means 5,000 feet above the airport. So if the airport is at 5,000 feet, then those clouds are at 10,000 on your altimeter. So that way you'll know when you're going to break out of IMC conditions or something like that. Alright, 7 right. Coming up to Mailer. After Mailer, we will adjust our altimeter because Mailer is still within the flight levels, so you don't want to adjust it quite yet. Now we're turning out of Mailer. Gizmo, what's up, buddy? How you been? Very informative flight. Appreciate it. Buckman. Hey, I'm happy you're still around. I'm glad you're getting something out of it. This is kind of how I go to work, you know. I like helping guys learn this stuff. It's fun. Alright, so the altimeter is, let's update it.
37, get back, cascade departure,
So grab the ATIS and make sure it's still the same. It's Victor. Actually, it's changed. So Phoenix is now with Victor. So 2986.
Maintain at 9,000. Texan 20, contact Portland Tower 123.77.
2986. And also, Blackmine, I'll upload this to my YouTube channel. You'll see my YouTube channel linked below, so you can click on the subscribe for my YouTube, and then I'll upload this tonight, so that way you'll have it to refer to if you like the information I'm providing for this, at least for this flight, with the good old Airbus. This is my favorite airplane. I'm doing good, Gizmo. I'm doing good. Did some DCS last night with Track IR. The VR is just too hot. It feels too hot right now. It's summertime. Alright, so we've got not 86 on that. And the wind, let me see what the temperature is. So 86, temperature is 42. So the temperature changed. The wind is, oh my god, see? Now it's 290. It was just wind calm.
Delta, contact departure.
290, 12, gust into 18. So I'm going to go in the middle at 15. And that's with Victor. So we'll enter in that. Perf next.
37 Delta,
29,
UPS 185, heavy contact departure.
86,
Texan 20,
42,
right, clear to land.
and 290 at 15. That's still the same, so that's fine.
Saddle Center 2 Tango Golf. We'd like to set up for the visual for runway 12.
Lost connection. Stupid.
2 Tango Golf, once again, your VFR, you're not going to get vectors for the visual approach.
Roger, I'm going to switch over to tower and cancel flight following, please.
I don't know why it does that.
Terminated, squawk maintained, VFR, frequency change approved.
It's been logging me out. But that's alright.
Fork Delta, climb and maintain flight level 200, clear direct to Zuni.
What if I exit out of it and add it here? See if that, yep, it logged me out. That's what it did.
UPS 185 heavy, NorCal departure, radar contact. 799, contact NorCal approach 121.3. 121.3, 999.
See, we're going down the east transition, and I had set up west ops for the flight plan 2, in case we were going to go that way. And if you ever needed to divert, you just click on the actual waypoint and put in the new destination, and then you can enter in, you know, the arrival. Of course, I recommend doing that on the
349 Mike, NorCal approach, Monterey altimeter is 29995.
Get our landing lights ready here.
Heavy contact, Oakland Center 132.95.
Seatbelts on.
Texan 20 taxi line via Charlie and status frequency.
So the winds are 290. So now the winds, see, this is exactly why I had the other direction. So
United 15, contact
we're not
Denver,
going to land
13,
on, we're going to land on the second flight plan because the winds are 290 at 18.
UPS 185
So we're set up for 25 left. So we'll do that. We'll activate it when we get lower, but you can't change your arrival without permission, obviously. So even though the winds changed, it happened, it did exactly what I thought it would do. So I could have asked for the other transition, I guess, but I didn't think of it. But you always stick with what you were assigned. Alright, so we'll just be vectored based. He's probably going to take me off of the arrival. He's probably going to give me a heading and an altitude here shortly. Sorry, my stream is not very steady. It's like the Twitch, for some reason, the last few days has been horrible on my upload speed is very good, but the Twitch servers are having issues. See if I get rid of the all these websites.
Maintain flight level 190. Maintain flight level 190, something like that. Legion 3 to 3, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
Phoenix approach 128.65, Allegiant 383. 2865, Phoenix approach.
At a 15, Albuquerque Center, roger.
Phoenix approach, Allegiant 383, descending via the Bruiser 1, arrival east transition, leaving 8,500, current with Victor, with request.
Legion 383, Phoenix approach with Victor, go ahead.
The winds changed on us, so I guess ILS 25 left, or visual 25 left for Legion 383.
Legion 323, roger, change transition to the west transition, and then expect a visual approach running 25 left.
I'm already in the east transition. I can go direct to one of the waypoints on the west transition, Legion 383.
Legion 323, let's go on with vectors, finding 110, vectors, visual approach.
That'll work, heading 110, Legion 383, vectors for visual.
And the other two aircraft, I had no idea who was calling. It was
so he did exactly what I thought, except I need to get an altitude from him. So let's hold up at 6,000 here. That was 210 knots, yeah. Actually, I'll take that out. Phoenix approach, Allegiant 383. Also, can I get a an altitude to descend to?
Allegiant 383, send maintain 4,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, Allegiant 383. So if you put it in not managed, you just down arrow it, and then you pull in the brake. It will hold whatever speed you put here.
Hold for release.
It will hold that as you descend to 4,000. So it's like an IAS mode. And if you add in brakes, it will descend you faster. So now we're going to switch to the second flight plan, so we can use the 25 left for, visual approach. So from Bruiser on 25 left.
7,000, and if you have an approach request.
Let's see.
I'm like down to 7,000 and would like the RNAV 1-2.
It's actually not Bruiser. It would be from GISP. So GISP is 4,000. So second will activate second as long as you are in heading mode, which is what we are. And don't worry about that mess. That's the second flight plan. So we're going to activate the second flight plan. And then we want an extended center line, and we want to get rid of this junk. So we're going to yeah, I know that. I need to do that. So direct to SCADE, radial in, and then direct to insert, maintain your heading 110. So do that. Go back to heading, and now you have an extended center line for that runway.
Thank you. Fuji.
That's the weather radar. I can turn that off. And we're gonna do 25 left, so we'll punch in 25 left decision height. I don't need that, so we'll just put none.
100 above.
We're doing visual. The winds are 290 at 15. Everything else is not the 2986. Temperature's 42. So now that's fine. You like watching the flights into your hometown? Oh, you live out here? That's cool. Mayday, mayday. Yeah. Yeah, you can simulate emergencies on this network. They do allow it. Max landing weight 65 tons. We're going to turn on the rest of our lights here.
EPS 185, contact Oakland Center 127.45. EPS 3, correction, Allegiant 383, contact Phoenix approach 120.4.
Phoenix approach 120.4, Allegiant 383. 204, punch that over, and then tower, have to look that up. Phoenix approach, Allegiant 383, 4000.
Allegiant 383, Phoenix approach, Phoenix Airport is 2 to 3 o'clock and 4 miles per sight.
I have the field, Allegiant 383.
Allegiant 383, clear visual approach, runway 25 left.
Cleared visual approach, 25 left, Allegiant 383.
So you're talking about radius 3200 knots or less, contact Aspen approach 123.8.
Alright, so let me put this on that, turn that on.
Aspen approach, CBM 900 Tango Bravo is level 17, 17,200 or less on the speed.
That's SCADE.
900 Tango Bravo, Aspen approach, altimeter is 3031, you have an approach request.
So you want to go to SCADE.
We'll take the localizer DME Echo for 0 Tango Bravo when you have Bravo.
November 0 Tango Bravo, correct Ajax, cross Ajax, center above
25
localizer DME
left is 120.9 for tower.
Ajax, center above 15,000, cleared localizer DME Echo, 0 Tango Bravo.
And we're going to go down to 3,000.
Contact Albuquerque Center 124.32.
3,300. I'm going to slow down to 190. Actually, 170.
Legion 383, contact tower 120.9er.
Over to tower 120.9er, Legion 383. 20.9er. Phoenix Tower, Legion 383, visual 25 left.
Legion 383, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land.
25 left, clear to land, Legion 383.
37 Parker Delta, Albuquerque Center, altimeter 3016. No, Mike, can I ignore Cal approach 135.1. 135.1, 99 Mike. NorCal approach to number 3499 Mike, descending through 8,000 for 7,000. 3499 Mike.
Do auto brake low. It would be left traffic, so we'll turn that on, then it'll go left traffic.
Streamer Concord 2, Seattle clearance, we'll go to San Diego Airport, Seattle 7 departure, vectors Hoquiam, that is filed. Climb and maintain 7,000, departure frequency is 120.4, squawk 4777. Go to the San Diego Limburg Airport, Seattle 7 departure, radar vectors Hoquiam, that is filed, maintain 7,000, 120.4, squawk 4777, Streamer Concord 2. Streamer correct.
I'm going to do a cabin check. That's 160, we'll go flaps full. We'll turn traffic global off for a moment, help out with performance. If I need to go around, be full throttle, flaps 3, gear up.
1,000.
The route was translated into Turkey. Okay.
Discretion, maintain 12,000, altimeter 3002.
So I'm probably gonna exit at, looks like Golf 2. I'm just gonna roll all the way down to the end. So I'm gonna go for a soft landing rather than a firm landing. The runway is 7,800. Actually, I need to get wheels on the pavement with 8,000 foot runway. I guess I picked a shorter runway, but we're good. Because I'm going to exit all the way down at the end anyway, so we'll just use the entire thing. Alright, autopilot off, my plane.
300.
Wind is right down the runway for the most part. It's a little breezy, but we're good. I'm a little below the glide path, that's alright.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 20, 10, 5.
Alright, we're down. Reverser's on.
5,000 feet remaining.
Reverser's green and losing airspeed. Or indicated airspeed. So firm landing like I thought. 80 knots, reverser's off. We're going to exit at Golf 2, so it's the one after this. Cycle the brakes and the flaps, that will release the auto brake. APU coming on. Always stop after the stop bar, not before. So in this case, we're going to be in between these two runways. Always stop after, and then you get your taxi. And you don't switch to ground.
Circle north straight in, runway 15, clear to land. Circle north, straight in, runway 15, clear to land. 0 Tango Bravo. Legion 383, taxi ramp via Foxtrot 4, Echo 4, Echo. Cross running 25 right at Foxtrot 4, status frequency.
Marking via Foxtrot 4, Echo 4 to Echo, cross 25 right at Foxtrot 4, Allegiant 383 with you. Golly.
Target Delta.
Or, I see, yeah, Delta for Allegiant 383.
Legion 3, 1 second, stand by. Target Delta, say again?
Alright, he told me to stand by. I think...
Target Delta, no more than 2 times, please.
I know what he said, but just wait.
Allegiant 383, say again?
You can disregard. I was just reading back twice.
Roger.
Alright, so we're gonna cross over here.
Back.
Nice.
Approaching 0.
We'll call you Captain
left.
Smooth. Captain Smooth. It's going to take Delta to the ramp, so Delta 2.
So Whiskey Charlie, time is 2029, release your departure, clear to void, if not opposite 10
Turn off
minutes,
the
frequency change approved.
strobes. Those lights, pitot, window heat can come off. Brake fan on. Now you don't switch from tower to ground unless you're told to, so he actually said stick with him. And I would say 80% of the time, tower will just have you stay with them. So when you land, to go from, you can't go to ground control unless tower tells you to, but when you take off, you can go from ground to tower without permission. So it's kind of backwards, but I mean, it is backwards. Like butter gizmo? You're right.
Mike Romeo, squawk 2637, maintain VFR.
Squawk 2637, maintain VFR, 9 Mike Romeo.
Alright, for whatever reason, I always like Terminal 2. I fly United a lot, so that's probably why I always pick this terminal. I'm not sure where Allegiant would park here. I don't even think Allegiant flies here, so we're just doing a charter flight.
Dynamic runway to the contact 24 miles north of Portland Airport, Portland altimeter is 3002, plan runway 28 right.
Altimeter 02, ammo, plan for 28 right, not Mike Romeo.
Alright, APU is on, so we are safe to shut down the engines.
Austin Tower, CDM 90, runway inside.
So think about taxi runway be off of this frequency.
Negative runways inside for 0 Tango Bravo, request initial approach.
UPS 185, contact LA Center 133.2.
And we'll give our passengers their lights back.
No, Mike, fly heading of 300, correction, fly the 360 vectors for Fuji, RNF runway 12.
Turn off our fuel pumps.
Mike, right to
Crew supply, turn off the GPS stuff or INS, whatever that technical word is.
Mike Ross, cook the about 5,800, cleared RNF Alpha approach.
So we're gonna disconnect. Allegiant flies to Gateway Airport when here. Oh, do they? Oh, good. Is that close to Phoenix? Is Gateway like a little satellite airport in around Phoenix or something? Is it? Do you know what class? Is it a Bravo or not Bravo? Probably a Charlie, if anything. Complete that flight. Batteries off. We'll do a quick replay. It was definitely breezy. If it was a crosswind, I would have done a landing configuration of flaps 3, but it was straight down the runway, so it was pretty steady. It wasn't gusting crazy. Hmm. Close to Phoenix, Chandler, Mesa service. Oh, okay. Do you know the airport ICAO? IWA. Oh, okay. Let me see what that looks like. I'm curious. KI. IWA. Oh, I see. It's just southeast of Phoenix. It is, yeah, I see. It's a gateway airport. It's a pretty big airport. So that's where the Allegiant goes, huh? Okay. I may have to fly there. I usually don't fly into the little airports that are around the big ones just because, you know, this is a pay-where airport. The airport I took off from was an pay-where airport. So I usually stick to the pay-where stuff just because it makes the sim look good. But that's good to know. I usually with Allegiant they allow chartered flights, Allegiant VA. So I just fly wherever I want. But yeah, that's cool. That's a big enough airport for sure to handle Allegiant. It's got 3 runways. That's crazy. ARIW. Here, I'll show the other guys what it looks like. IWA. Yeah, it's definitely big enough. GA terminal, passenger, little tiny passenger terminal. Cargo. That's cool. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this afternoon. I am here every day, same time, same bat channel, 2 p.m. Eastern. Between 2:15 Eastern is when I usually start my flights. And for anyone that's new, I fly not just airliners, but turboprops. I fly small GA, the Cessna 310, the Beechcraft, Super King Air 350. Currently two airliners. This one being my favorite. And the Cessna 310 and the King Air 350 are my favorite GA planes. So always something different. I fly all sorts of stuff, TBM and Epic, and I got all sorts of stuff. You enjoyed? See ya. All right, bud. I did as well. So y'all take care. I'll see you next time. Chase out.
Boutique 773. Depart Homer heading of 205 and descend and maintain 8,000.
1,000, approach off 1143 out of 20, descending to the Eagle 6, landing 26, information hotel.
Southwest 1143, Phoenix approach, measure plan vectors for the visual approach to runway 26.
Plan vectors for the visual 26, Southwest 1143. Phoenix Craft 10, King Air 123, Mike Lima, 11,700, center 10,000, heading 070.
King Air 123, Mike Lima, Phoenix approach, roger. And King Air 123, Mike Lima, I have your request for runway 26.
Appreciate that. Here, Mike Lima.
November 123 Mike Lima, turn 5 degrees left. Peak 773, flighting 200.